The one that still sticks with me, among several, was the first time we actually went on patrol and were shot at. We had come into Vietnam. We had been given 2 coastal patrols to practice. We went up and we took along a small river for a practice river run, and went in and went out to kind of show us what was going on. And then we were sent down to the Sonondoc River for our very first mission into rivers and hostile territory. They told us what to watch for and what to do. At this time, none of us had ever been shot at, none of us had ever been under fire, none of us had ever fired back. We went into the river. We were the second boat in the line of 4 boats, and we went into the Sonondoc River, and as we went in, I wouldn't say it was eerie, but I was expecting something to happen. We were tense. None of us had ever been fired upon. The stories that we'd heard from the veterans that had been there before, from the stories that we heard in the States, was that this was just an absolute place where every sailor was shot once or twice, and it was they were watching you off the causeway at night each night. The stories were overly scary. But back to the river. On the Sonondoc, we were going in the river late afternoon. Sun was going down, mid-January. And as we went into the river, it was just all quiet. You could hear the engines of all the boats going. You could hear the radio traffic down below, and everything just seemed, but everybody was tense. And about that time, a large explosion came out, and I saw this thing strike through the water, something go through the water and hit our side, and the whole side of the boat, just this huge explosion, blew our boat to the side a bit. Smoke came billowing up. I was up in the gun tub, came billowing up through the gun tub and around where the officers were down below. I thought everybody down below had been killed. I immediately started firing my .50 calibers without even thought of where, but I looked over where I thought the person had been that fired, and we fired several times, raking the shoreline back and forth until they finally told us to cease fire. At that time, they went down and looked, and there was a large hole, good 2 foot by 1 foot in the side of the boat right at the water line, and we were taking on water. The really horrible thing about this was that it had gone through our reefer, our refrigerator and freezer unit, which was a small unit that we kept all our food and drinks in. Well, the whole inside of the cabin was covered with hot dogs and meat and busted up soft drink cans. No one was hurt, thankfully. I stayed on my guns, watching, make sure everything was okay. Down below, they were repairing, putting a patch over the hole so that we could be towed out to the LST and fixed. Luckily, none of our engines were hurt, so we were able to stay underway. Our engineman, radarman, quartermaster all patched the hole, got everything underway. I stayed at my gun, the bosun mate stayed at his gun, and we started out the river. As we got to the end of the river, there's a small little area there that we stopped and waited until they gave us the all clear to come running out to the main ship and get picked up. There's a little bit going on, this radio traffic, and I was looking around out in the jungle, just kind of looking, watching, moving my guns back and forth. And about this time, I started hearing these bees go by my head. Just bzzz, bzzz. And I couldn't see any bees. About 3 or 4 more. Bzzz. And about that time, I realized that somebody's shooting at me. These are bullets going by my head. So I immediately got down, and I remember thinking it was the craziest thing that I still can't remember. Somebody's trying to kill me. And of course there was. They were all out there doing it. But when I kind of got an idea of where this guy was, I opened up on him. And by that time, we were moving out of the river and got out of there. Still to this day, I still remember sitting there listening, with my head up as high as I could, trying to figure out what that buzzing was that was going by my head, as close, just really close. And that's always stuck with me, to be a bit more aware of what's going on around you.